Okay, we get the client involved in, yes, I want you to do my house. Okay, so we got all that done. Next thing I want you to do is you get you out a calendar. Okay, we're going to do an open house as a campaign. It's not just, again, an afterthought. Oh, I guess this Sunday I'm going to roll out and go open a house. Starts on Monday. What are we doing on Monday? We're putting out the signs in the yard. Now, Bill is really crazy because I have the 11-foot feather flag. Has anybody seen my flag? There's a picture of a house that was done a long time ago. There's my flag right there. So I stuck that. I love this. I picked this house picture for a reason. This guy, I call the client. This, by the way, is another step you do. If I am opening, let's say Lake Airs, the bird team, I call the client and introduce myself. Okay? So I call the client, introduce myself, because this was not my house, it was another person's. I go, so Mr. Homeowner, I'm sure you've noticed you had the flag out in your yard today. He goes, yeah, I took it down. I go, okay, that's fine. I know, and he goes, something. I go, I know, it looks cheesy. This is a high-end neighborhood. And I go, it looks kind of cheesy, okay, but guarantee you someone will walk in and say to me, guess what, I saw the flag, and that's the reason I'm at your open house. I did the rest of my spiel, and at the end I say, have a nice day, Mr. Homeowner, and he goes, oh, I'll have that flag back out in the yard. So you need to have your signage of the open house. Does that make sense? So that happens on Monday. Tuesday, what am I going to do? I'm going to go door knocking. Okay? I'm going to start door knocking. Here's where you're going to have your flyer also, by the way, built. And you're going to walk in it. Some people say do 100. Some people say do 3 or 4 blocks. Really depends on the neighborhood. Does everybody understand the door knocking rules in our neighborhood? Okay. Then you need to get with me later for me to kind of go, okay, it's okay to door knock here, it's not okay to door knock there. I'm going to save that for another speech. Because we can't just door knock every neighborhood, every town. Okay? So keep that in mind. Let's see, so we're going to do our door knocking. Wednesday, we need to start thinking about our ad campaigns. Getting into the newspaper. Actually, you have until Thursday to get you that little line. Has everybody seen in the Trib? You got the little line, and you got until Thursday. However, I kind of set it to be Wednesday. So you need to get that information into them. Next thing is, do you know you can put your open house in Trulia? You can put your open house on the MLS, and therefore it'll shoot out to Realtor.com. So you want to think about that. Next thing is Craigslist. I want to start hitting Craigslist. Open house Sunday. That's usually, if you ever see that in Craigslist, guess who you just saw? Saw my ad. Okay? You're going to have an open house Sunday. And I run that ad all the way through until I get up early on Sunday morning and put open house Sunday. And it's usually, again, if I'm doing an open house, you're going to see first ad's probably most likely Moss. Okay? Facebook. The office if you've been to some of the meetings, you'll notice that we're going to start doing a little information sheet there about us. If we got a new listing, if you had a closing, if you went under contract, open house. So you want to go in there. So the DoFi will enter you into the Facebook as an open house. That's going to help push our SEO on Boomtown, our Boomtown site. Okay? So you need to think about that. Thursday. This is where you need to start kind of thinking postcards. Do I want to do postcards? The 100 people, if you decide to do this is a strategy I would encourage you to think about. I'm going to do 100 houses. Let's say I'm going to do, let's pick a street. We're over there on Texas. Hewitt. I can't door knock there. That's not a good example. Where do we want to go? Just pick a street. Okay, we go on 123 Main Street is our house. Okay, we're going to go 1st, 2nd, and 3rd Street. There's 100 houses on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd Street. If I'm going to door knock on there, I'm going to send them a card. That way, they know we're having an open house. Does that make sense? Where am I going to get my addresses? Anybody? 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 Go to the MLS, go to the tax records, and pull up the tax records, and there's your addresses and the occupants. Pick you out your 100 people. Okay. Friday, what am I going to do? Friday, I'm going to call people. Pick up the phone and make some calls. Invite some people there. And maybe you want to call all the agents. Hey, Bill, Billy Don, Chase, why don't you come to my open house? And get the word out, because I might be rolling around with my buyer client and I have no clue about 123 Main Street. So there's you some phone calls. Saturday's a day of rest. Okay, we're just going to take it easy. Think about what we're going to do the following day, but basically we're just going to kind of chill. Here comes Sunday, the day, D-Day. Okay. Why are we going to be there? We're going to get ourselves in front of motivated people. Okay. You're going to get FaceTime to do your throwdown, aka your scripts. I want you to think about, what am I going to say to people as they're coming into the house? Now, if you happen to have done Ignite, there's scripts there. There's scripts on KW University. You can look at them there so that you're prepared. In fact, all the phone call script, when I'm introducing, okay, Ed is giving me 123 Main to open, and he says, hey, Bill Vernon's in there. He's kind of persnickety. Give him a call. There's a script that you're going to say, and it pretty much sets the expectation of what's going to happen. Potentially, that script kind of goes something like this. You know what? We might not have anybody show up, or we might have a ton of people. But I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do 100% into your house and get it marketed to be sold. Okay, so it has that script. But you also need to have scripts ready for when people are walking in. So does that make sense? In other words, I'm going to think about what I'm going to say. I'm going to be purposeful in that time we're going to be there.